Hello FPL managers, today we talk about our highest predicted point scorers for the upcoming season. In today's video, we'll look over the 10 highest scoring players in the 2021/22 campaign and discuss who we think is going to be the highest scoring players for the upcoming year. If you guys want to support the channel, leave a like and subscribe as we're trying to hit 8k subscribers by the start of the new season. So with that being said, let's get into the video. So first of all, let's have a look at the highest scoring players in last year's 2021/22 campaign. Of course, the first player was Mohamed Salah, who scored a total of 265 points, with a goals and assists combined of 36, which was 6 higher than any other player in the Premier League. He also had the best goals and assist figure per 90 minutes of 1.17, and had a very promising XG and XA per 90 of 1.05. Heung-min Son obviously had an incredible season as well, as he tied Mo Salah for most goals in the Premier League, scoring just 7 less points than him, getting himself 30 combined goals and assists. Son did start the season £2.5 million cheaper than Mo Salah, so he definitely looked to be a great value option last year. His per 90 stats were very good as well, with a 0.9 goals and assists per 90 and 0.73 XG plus XA per 90. Trent Alexander-Arnold was the highest scoring defender once more, as he got himself 208 FPL points with 14 goals and assists combined, plus the most clean sheets out of any team in the Premier League. His per 90 stats were also very promising, especially for a defender, which are both sitting at the goals and assists per 90 of 0.44 and expected goals and assists per 90 of 0.44 as well. Jared Bowen was definitely the surprise package this season, as he got himself 206 points with 22 goals and assists combined, but a very high 0.66 goals and assists per 90 and a 0.5 unexpected score involvement per 90. Cancelo racked up plenty of FPL points as well, as he was the second highest scoring defender, notching up 200 points with 8 goals and assists combined, averaging 0.22 goals and assists per 90 minutes. Kevin De Bruyne finished the season strong with 4 goals and 1 assist against Wolves, to finish up with 23 combined score involvements and 0.94 score involvements per 90. This figure did actually rank amongst the top 3 players in the entire Premier League, so definitely a strong finish to the season for him. Harry Kane had another solid season, but didn't quite fully live up to his full potential, with just the 192 points this year, with 26 combined score involvements. He actually underperformed his XG plus XA per 90, as he recorded 0.72 goals and assists, but had a 0.81 XG plus XA figure. Andy Robertson was another Liverpool defender that was very impressive this season, recording 186 total points, getting just 1 less goal and assist combined than Trent Alexander-Arnold with 13. Surprisingly, he did actually have a better goals and assists per 90 figure than Trent, sitting at 0.46 compared to Trent's 0.44, but his expected stats were much lower, which were just 0.25 compared to Trent's 0.44. Van Dijk was yet another Liverpool defender on this list, who got himself 183 total points with 4 goals and assists combined, but plenty of starting minutes for them. And Sadio Mane made 5 out of the top 10 scoring players in FPL being Liverpool options, getting himself 183 points with 18 combined goals and assists. He was another one that underperformed his XG plus XA, getting himself just 0.57 score involvements per 90 compared to the 0.67 that he was expected to get. So with last year's stats in mind, let's have a look at our predicted highest scoring players for the 2022/23 campaign. In the number 1 spot, it is no surprise to see Mo Salah feature here once again, as he had the highest non-penalty XG plus XA last season with 27.4, plus he's also on penalties for Liverpool as well, and also by far he had the highest expected FPL points according to Fantasy Football Fix with 255. He did outscore this last season, scoring 265 points, which is very impressive for him. Same as last season, we have Son to be the second highest scoring player, as he had a fairly similar figure of non-penalty XG plus XA compared to Mo Salah, sitting at 24.5. He also outperformed his expected FPL points figure, which was very high, sitting at 210. It may be a bit surprising to see Harry Kane feature here as our third highest predicted scoring player, as he has very strong expected stats last season with 26.1 expected score involvements. Of course, he is on penalties as well for Tottenham, which do give him those extra FPL points, and he did underperform last year in FPL, as he was projected to score 199. With the likes of Kulusevski coming into that Spurs team, he's going to get plenty of service from him, and I do think Kane will see a price drop in the upcoming season. We do predict Trent Alexander-Arnold to do more of the same next year, with a decent figure of 13.9 expected score involvement, and he did outperform his expected FPL points figure of 203, which is of course very high. João Cancelo sneaks up to 5th on the list due to his extremely high expected FPL points last year according to Fantasy Football Fix, which was sitting at 226, which would have actually placed him as the second highest scoring player in FPL. So with Man City's defence getting stronger and Cancelo being nailed on in that right back position, sometimes playing left back as well, he's going to be getting plenty of assists, goals and clean sheets for City next year. Due to Sadio Mane's departure, Diogo Jota looks to be an incredible option coming into next season. He may see a position change to forward, but due to his incredible stats of 21.6 non-penalty XG plus XA figure and his decent expected FPL points of 177, we think he will be the 6th highest scoring player in the upcoming campaign. The next one of course is the biggest signing coming to the Premier League this season in Erling Haaland. He had an 18.6 non-penalty XG plus XA figure in the Bundesliga last season. He also did convert 4 penalties as well, combining for a total of 23 score involvements. We think as Man City's main striker, he's going to be getting plenty of starting minutes and plenty of service from his teammates, which only equals more FPL points. Laporte had a great season last year for Man City, getting plenty of starting minutes and sneaking forward for a couple of goals and assists as well. So due to his strong expected FPL points last year, we think he could be another option that is worth considering for next year's teams. And the last 2 picks on the list are sort of differential options. We have gone with Jarrod Bowen and Bukayo Saka, who had fairly strong seasons last year in terms of their expected stats, having 16.2 and 15.9 non-penalty expected goals and expected assists. They both had fairly similar expected FPL points totals last season, and we think if they can live up to their expected stats once again for the upcoming year, they're going to be very strong options. Thanks for watching today's highest predicted point scoring players for the upcoming Premier League campaign. If you guys want to become a channel member, then click the join button down below and get featured at the end of our videos on the members board, just like Philip Ash here. Like and subscribe to show support for the channel, and I'll see you guys in the next one.